Good morning. Day 9 of my 30-day challenge. Today we came out camping for one of my buddies' birthday. He does it big. You kind of see behind me, there's about 14 families. Pretty big. We had a fire going last night. I want to show you something, see if you can see it. Like behind me walking in here, you can kind of see like the haze, the light coming through. I thought it was pretty cool. So I wanted to get on here real quick before the day starts. Anna and I are gonna go on a little walk. She always has to get out, so we thought we'd grab our coffee, go for a little stroll. But today I wanted to talk about a few points, and mainly it's gonna be like talking points to what Chris Meets Chris said. He had a couple of videos that came out that resonated pretty well, and one of them is, we had 2 videos, and one of the videos he was talking about, I think, Rick Rubin, his book where he posted about, or he wrote about like thoughts or ideas, whenever they come to you, it's best to just pick up those ideas right away, because thoughts tend to come, knock on your door, you visualize them, you see them, they become yours, and if you don't act upon them, they kind of go on and somebody else will pick up that thought and then act on it, and kind of like explaining it like, hey, I thought about that, like I've been wanting to do that, this is something that that I've been thinking about, right? So I was thinking about that, and then the other thing that happened, or that he posted about, was he was talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and how that plays into our life, our role, kind of where we're at with this vlogging journey. So the funny thing about the reason why I bring both of those videos that Chris posted was because I actually thought about, I had that idea that came to me. Anna and I were camping, let me see. Anna and I were camping about, when was it that we were camping at Red River?
About a month ago.
It was about a month ago. So about a month ago, we were camping and getting out in nature. And about that time, that week, Google released its VO3, that VEO3. And it's that AI platform. I'm sure everybody's seen it. There's the Yetis going around. It's just super realistic. And what's different about this AI is that you could add sound effects. The audio when they're talking matches with like what they're saying. Sorry, I'm going to switch this up. Anyway, you could match the voice. It looks real. And honestly, if you're not aware, some of it could be really hard to tell what's real and what's fake, which is really scary in my opinion. But so I was gonna do a video about that while I was out there and talk about like connection and wanting something real. So it was like perfect timing. He had mentioned that, and lo and behold, like it happened. So I thought it was pretty cool. But I want to go down here and talk about, which way do you want to go? We're lost. We're lost. We'll put the sun in the back. Let's just cruise this way so we could have the sun forward. Okay, so sun's out, guns out. So what I wanted to talk about this morning on this vlog was VO3 and kind of what that means, and what that means for me, what that means for you, and what it means for this vlogging community, or people that are getting themselves out there. So with VO3, it's cool. It has its potential. You can probably use it to your advantage. Use it in marketing. use it to create videos. You could probably use it to make some pretty cool B-roll. A lot of stuff that you could do with it. Definitely can be used as a tool. But when it comes to life and having that artificial intelligence, I find myself, in just the short month that VO3 has been out, I find myself like not really like enjoying it. It was funny at first. It was cool to see the little baby podcast. It was cool to see the Yetis doing it. And then they could throw their New Mexican flair, their essay talk, or however they want to make it. They're fun. Like, don't get me wrong. But I tend to find myself looking for just real talk. And what I think that VO3 is going to do, like I said, it has its benefits, but in the long run, what I think it's going to do is it's going to create, or we are going to have the desire for reality, real connections, you know, having authenticity, being able to make some mistakes and laugh it off because I said the wrong thing, or not feel bad about it, or I didn't pronunciate, or whatever. You get the point. But I think we're going to start seeking that out, which brings us back to this vlogging style. Back, you know, when YouTube started 20 years ago, people got on and just wanted to see people laugh, talk, record their lives, and just have that connection. So I think that we're in a good time right now as far as like vlogging, documenting our life. I think it's going to come full circle, and we're going to end up looking for this type of content, looking for connection, authenticity. And I thought that this was a perfect time to post about it, being that I don't know if I want to go up that hill. So we could definitely bring the four-wheelers up here though.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Be fun. Okay, so anyways, I think it's gonna bring us all back together. I think that's why this community is blowing up as quick as it has. And honestly, I think it's only gonna get better. Just making sure that, making sure I don't fall on my butt. But anyways, we have, like I mentioned earlier, about 14 different campers, RVs, trailers, things like that here, which is, you know, it's awesome. We get to come out here in nature. Today I'm gonna ground myself, take off my shoes, kind of meditate a little bit, and just enjoy it. Trying to stay consistent. I'll keep it short. Staying consistent, getting this video out there. We'll just say it's sponsored by Elon Musk and his Starlink. Not really, but it is nice to be able to have that connection. But it's a double edge, right? Because then the kids or myself, I can end up logging on that thing and not being present with everybody. So I'll keep it short. Just wanted to put a little response out to Chris Meets Chris. That is just funny that it happened that way. He was talking about the ideas. I had the idea, and then the idea that I had, he like spoke on that one too. So it was two different videos, but both I thought were pretty cool. We're gonna try to get some walk in, scout out these trails. And we will see you tomorrow, heading back home. Bye. Say bye.